Welcome bitches one and all to my reaction to season 2 episode 13 of the Vampire Diaries, Daddy Issues. So last time we got to finally see how a werewolf bite affects a vampire, and while it was interesting to see and I liked that we finally got to see it, the fact that it was through Rose was so fucking sad because I was really enjoying her character. It was a similar vibe to Anna where I finally grew close to them. I finally thought that they had found their place in the puzzle of fitting in with our crew. But then they just go and kill them off. And it's like, for fuck's sake. Now, through this, Damon does seem to have gone over the edge again and is struggling with the notion of to kill or not to kill, which is something that he's always struggled with. The idea that, am I a monster? Am I someone who hunts humans? Or am I just the same Damon I was before I turned? I just have to drink blood from blood bags. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing where it's like, do you truly change who you are as a person? Or do you just try your hardest to live the way you used to? Now, I hope that going through this, Damon will be able to get past his demons and figure out who he is and what he wants out of life, because if he doesn't, it's literally just going to be a constant turmoil in his head. He's never going to know where he stands. He's never going to know what he believes in. It'll always be in flux. And while that can work for some people, it's worked for him for over 100 years. He needs to figure it out so that he can actually live a happy life. So yes, with all of that said, I'm very excited to get back into it and see where Damon's story goes. So without further ado, let's go. Caroline.
Hey.
Oh my god, I forgot that Tyler knows the truth now, doesn't he? Well, truth.
You don't want to overanalyze. Yeah, it was just one kiss, but Matt's still kind of in the picture. We can't go there, Tyler.
This is so awkward because he knows that Caroline killed his uncle, but she didn't technically kill his uncle, and it's not as simple as it seems.
He's dead, and I want you to tell me what happened.
Oh no, Tyler, you just went there.
Stefan and his brother Damon killed him.
Oh
Stefan
shit.
and Damon are vampires.
Oh shit, he actually knows.
Let me explain.
Did you know he was dead this whole time?
Oh, that's so
Please.
awkward.
Did you
That
know?
is so awkward. Oh my god. I don't know what you're gonna do to rectify this, Caroline. I know that it wasn't her decision to hide it from him. She was trying her hardest to not hide it from him. But it's like I said before, if someone comes to you with the truth, you're inherently gonna trust them more than the person who lied to you, even if they lied to you for good reason. I'm sorry, it will never get to me. Anytime that they appear, I can't even get my words out. Anytime that they appear shirtless, it just, oh my god, I need to leave. I need to leave.
25-year-old Jessica Koenig reported missing this morning. The sheriff's department says
Damon, you fucked up.
That have plagued our town. We will be
Oh
holding
my
a
god.
memorial in town square.
How did I forget everything that happened last time? I think it's because it's been a busy week. I completely forgot that John was back.
Why are you here?
I'm here to protect you. That's all I can say for the moment.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I decided to come back and stay for a while.
Not here, you're not.
Yeah, great decision, but fuck off.
About that, Lena, you want me to explain the situation, or would you like to do the honors?
Okay.
Oh my god, Jenna doesn't even know.
I'm Elena's biological father.
Shit. I can't believe she kept that from Jenna.
What?
Yeah.
You brought back.
It's even more awkward considering they had a relationship.
He said he could help us, and we're desperate.
We're not that desperate, Stefan.
Yeah.
The guy tried to barbecue me.
Thank you, Damon. Oh my god, Damon, the voice of reason.
Isabel told him. He said he knew of a way to keep Elena safe.
See, the thing is, if we're talking about keeping Elena safe, John has shown that he cares for Elena and wants that. So it's like, I get bringing him back if he says that he can help and he has a way to protect her, because you can believe him because he'll actually want to. But fuck you, John. I fucking hate him. I just want him to be in this episode, help Elena out, and either die or leave. That is my biggest wish. Oh, this fucking bitch.
What's wrong?
Tyler knows about you and Damon. He knows that Damon killed me.
I love that the parallel of Tyler and Caroline being like the newbies of the group and then calling the OGs in to come and help them.
You have to talk to him. Just try to explain. You know, you always know the right things to say.
He does. You can give that to Stefan.
Your little vampire friend, she was lying.
You fucking bitch, Jules.
What do you want?
Honestly, can she die as well? John and Jules, can they like dive into a pit of venomous snakes?
Your new life is just beginning. You have so much to learn.
He does, yeah.
We live by a code of loyalty. We take care of each other.
Okay, interesting. So they are a larger group of people then.
You okay?
Yeah. Jenna's head's spinning, but I'm okay.
Now Elena asks if Damon is okay.
Stefan thinks that he's telling the truth about wanting to help me.
I mean, I think he is.
No, I don't believe him for a second.
No, neither.
He might have ulterior and like motives and different intentions, but he will always want what's best for Elena. It just depends on what John sees is best for Elena. Oh shit.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to talk.
Then why did you break in?
Would you have let me in otherwise?
You got a point.
Brady?
Is this the werewolf that she was talking to? Oh my god, it's him! What is his name? Okay, they're in a relationship. Interesting.
I'm not afraid of a vampire.
I know, baby, but I want the boy more than I want vengeance.
Why do you want the boy?
Let's get both.
Well, one of you's die in this episode. I can count on that. The second someone wants to get two things at once, you know they ain't getting both.
What happened to Mason?
Tyler, there's a lot for us to talk about. I wouldn't do that without a full moon. You're no match for me.
Intimidating Stefan is sexy.
I trusted Luca, and he betrayed me. Elena told me you're both working for Elijah.
Yep,
So don't lie.
that's awkward.
You might not want to believe this, but Elijah is a man of his word. You can trust that he'll keep his end of the deal with Elena to keep you and your friends protected.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Getting bombed.
Is there a problem here?
Is this man causing you trouble?
Not at all.
What was that about?
More lies.
Aw, look at them getting close with each other. I'm sorry, I do really like them together. They're so cute.
Elena is my sister's husband's brother's daughter, and her mother is my boyfriend's deceased wife.
Yeah, small town. Small town.
How is it even possible to keep a secret like that?
Yeah. That's what I'm fucking wondering. How do you have Uncle John around, know that it's her father, and never say anything? Like, what?
We go to the same school. We have the same friends. We keep the same secret. This can work, Tyler. And it's your home. It's my home, too. I want this to work.
Yeah, but Damon, you killed his uncle. You have to explain why. You can't, like... Don't be angry at Caroline. She's a good person. You know what I mean? It's like...
Help!
Shit.
Whose number was that?
Jules. Fucking leg it. Stefan, leg it.
First, I need to know that I can trust you, Damon. That I can count on you.
Then we'll talk.
This man just brings out such a, like, primal anger within me. I hate him.
I haven't seen you.
I'm not avoiding you, I swear.
Yeah, you're avoiding me a little.
Oh,
Okay?
Matt, I feel so bad for you. I just... Honestly, I don't...
Can we talk later?
I don't see this working out anymore. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd really like that. I'll just swing by
Look,
with...
there's nothing wrong with Matt. Per se. There's nothing that makes me, like, not want Matt to have a happy life and all shit like that. It's just that Caroline has grown so much since we saw her in, like, season 1. And season 1, Caroline with Matt, I would have been on board. I would have been so happy with that. But the way that Caroline has changed and progressed as a human being, and Matt just kind of seems to be still back there, I don't know. I'm not... I'm not as into them being together as I used to be. I would rather Caroline be alone than with Matt. You know what I mean? Oh my god, Caroline, I'm really scared.
Caroline, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, you back the fuck away.
I have a trick, too.
Oh god, you fucking bitch. Like, I know that she's alive, but my brain could not process it that quickly. Oh my god, they have Caroline. For fuck's sake. Leave her alone. I've had enough. Oh god, the bullet was still in there. That must have been so fucking painful. Ow. Oh god. Oh god, that is fucking scary. Oh my god.
It's gonna be a long night, sweet pea.
Oh no!
You want to?
Oh, I'm gonna kill him myself. Please put me in the show.
Hey, everything okay?
That depends.
Yep, fuck's sake.
Where's Tyler?
Jules. Where's Caroline?
You made a
You
mistake,
fucking
Stefan.
bitch. You made a mistake.
Bring Tyler to me. The clearing by Wickery Falls. You have 20 minutes until she dies.
Oh my god. Ugh, this makes me so uncomfortable.
He's a werewolf. He needs to die. I'm willing to kill. It's a win-win.
Damon.
Please.
This is not the way out of
Too many
everything.
people are dead.
You need to stop doing that.
Ooh.
Assuming that I'll play the good guy because it's you who's asking.
Yes. Oh my god, the fact that he's aware of it. Oh shit.
Do you mind?
What's going on?
Nothing.
Fuck off, John.
Tyler's free to make his own decisions. As soon as you release Caroline.
My brother, the peacemaker.
Oh no.
Let go of Tyler.
Give us Caroline. Without a full moon, it's not an even fight. You know it.
They've got ways to fight you though. Who's that? Oh shit, how many of them are there?
Let's try this again.
Oh my god.
Give us Tyler.
They're still gonna try and kill you.
Which one of you killed Mason?
That'd be me.
Boys!
Oh no. Oh shit. What are you guys gonna do? Oh, that was so quick. Oh my god.
There's a latch on the door and I can't get to it.
Tyler, please.
Tyler, please. Tyler?
Thank you. Okay. I'm happy with Tyler now then. That was beautiful. Oh fuck. Right, now hopefully if she isn't too weak, Caroline can join the fight and help. Come on, love. Come on. Get that fucker. Kill him, please. Please kill him, Caroline. Oh shit. Tyler, yes, please stop her. Stop this cow. No. Bonnie? Is Bonnie here? Oh, it's him. Why is he helping? Interesting that you can select werewolves over vampires. I suppose it is that you're like causing brain aneurysm.
I'm here to see it's upheld. You need to go.
Oh, okay. So because he made a promise with Elena that all of her friends would be protected, it's protected from everything. They're fully protected. Wow, I love that.
When your friends awaken, give them a message. They need to get the hell out of this town.
Shit. You know, just fighting vampires, guys. You're fighting witches. But also, Tyler, please don't go with them.
I'm fine, Stefan.
You don't have to pretend with me.
I'm okay.
I like that Stefan's able to see through and try and help her.
I can handle myself.
You can, but that doesn't mean that you don't have feelings that you can talk about, you know? A true sign of strength is emotional vulnerability. It's interesting. Stefan behaves with Caroline a lot differently than other people, and I can't describe why. I think it's because you can see that he genuinely does care about Caroline.
The hell's that?
This is how you kill an original.
What?
In this vial is ash from a white oak tree that dates back to the genesis of the originals.
So it uses essentially the same method that you would kill a normal vampire would, but it's from wood from the time of their creation. That is interesting. And it like kind of makes sense as well. Wow.
Hi.
Hey, did something happen?
Oh my, I'm so sorry, Matt.
Are you okay?
She was being tortured, Matt.
With Bonnie, and she needed me. You know, a friend thing. You understand?
Oh no. Oh no.
So I'm not gonna make it tonight, Matt. But can I see you tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. Hope everything works out.
Oh no. It's a problem with a small town. Oh.
Are you okay?
No.
Sorry, but it's crazy now. Okay, I don't know who to trust.
Understandable.
You just stood there when they were going to kill us. You just stood there. You didn't do anything.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, it's too late. Because we're not friends anymore. And what happened to me tonight, that will never happen again. So you take that back to your little werewolf pack and you get the hell out of my house.
Oh, Caroline. That whole deal really has fucked with her psyche. Oh my god. That is a literal replay of when John was shutting the fridge and Catherine was standing there. That's beautiful.
Thought you might want this. It was your mother's.
Isabel?
No. Your mother, Miranda.
Aww. I appreciate that he said that.
Miranda and Grayson were your parents.
Yes. I'm glad that John sees that.
And I'm probably never going to make things right with you. I know that, but...
I can appreciate what he's saying and what he's getting at, but I don't like him. I don't think I ever will. Is it Tyler? No, Tyler, this is my fear. I was scared that Caroline would push him to join them.
I'm sorry about your friends.
You can't say I'm sorry about your friends when they were the attackers. Like, no. Your friends made a decision, they fucked up, and now they're dead because of their decision. Alright? It's like they did all of that out of anger for Mason's death, and they just resulted in even more people's deaths.
Mason didn't tell me anything about it. He was gone. Dead, I guess, before he could help me.
I don't get what Mason was even doing here in the first place.
Because of Catherine.
Because of this rock he was trying to find.
Oh shit, Tyler knows.
What rock?
A moonstone.
I had no idea.
Because it ends their curse as well.
Where is it now?
I couldn't tell you.
Because you always forget, it's not just that the vampires can break their curse, the werewolves could break theirs. But whoever wins. Oh, I'm glad that they went to her. She does need help. Is Elena there as well?
What's going on?
I was a bit worried about you after everything you went through tonight. I brought some backup.
We're gonna slumber it.
We haven't done it in ages.
I don't know why this is making me emotional.
I can't believe you.
I need to talk about that before whatever this is. Oh my god, that actually made me tear up. Just to know that Caroline was still really struggling with it and she was trying her hardest to be the strong Caroline that she is now. But the thing with strength isn't just pushing past emotions. Strength is feeling your emotions and dealing with them. Emotional vulnerability and emotional strength is a huge part of it. And I'm so glad that Stefan saw that she still needed help and went out and got Bonnie and Elena. Because it's lovely for Bonnie and Elena to have that moment with Caroline, especially after everything with Caroline worrying about her friendship with Bonnie now that she's a vampire. But then also for Stefan to go and do that. Stefan's relationship with Caroline is one of the most beautiful in the show. It is, oh, I love it. I love it so much because you can really tell that he cares about her. And I love when people are looking out for Caroline because she goes through so much shit. Oh, I loved that. That is one of my favorite scenes of the series.
I thought I was being way too forward when I had Jenna give you my number.
I like a woman who knows what she wants.
Damon, please don't kill her, please.
I'm bad, Andy. I do things.
You do have bad qualities. Oh shit.
Don't be afraid. You're okay.
That, like, if you think about, like, the idea of that, someone tells you that they kill people, but they take away your fear and they make you feel like you're okay. What would your response to their questions be? You know what I mean? Because if someone says that to you, your responses are all fear-based. So, oh, that's messed with my head. What? Like, what would she say?
Why do you kill people?
Because I like it. It's in my nature. It's who I am.
It's not who you are. It may be in your nature, but you can go against that. Please just feed on her and don't kill her, please.
I sent Stefan to find Isabel.
She got your message. She was busy, so she sent me instead.
What slap in the face.
I want out of this tomb, John.
I'm already on it.
Interesting. Why do they want Catherine out of the tomb? The fuck? I think we can all agree that that was another fantastic episode. So we've been introduced to a lot more werewolves, and we've now finally got the idea that they do travel in packs, which makes sense considering their wolf nature. And it seems as though, based on the way that Jules was speaking, it seems as though they go out and recruit each other. They look for other werewolves and bring them into the pack. Now, what this entails, I don't know, because we don't truly understand werewolves yet. We don't truly understand everything about them. Like, for instance, in this episode alone, Jules said that it's one of her werewolf tricks that she can tell when people are lying. So just to keep having these different abilities added on and us not truly know their full capabilities is, one, interesting, but two, scary, because we don't know how dangerous they are. Like, they can already kill a vampire with one single bite, so to know that they have more tricks up their sleeves is very interesting. Now, Caroline and Tyler was a very complicated relationship this episode, because it started off with Caroline lying to Tyler and him being very upset about that and him going to Jules for the truth. And then, like I've been saying, when someone gives you the truth, she didn't give him the whole truth, but she gave him some truth, it kind of gives you a false sense of trust with them. And I think that is exactly what happened. Tyler had this idea that Jules was the good guy and Jules was the one that he could trust, whereas Caroline was the bad one. And it's annoying because you know that Caroline did it for the right reasons. And she said that. She lied to him to protect her friends and to protect him. So to have that be why Tyler turned on Caroline is just so frustrating. But we then had Caroline get captured because of Tyler. And when she went to escape, luckily Tyler did help her. He was hesitant at first, which I don't fully blame him because he has been manipulated by both sides. And he's just found out that his uncle got killed by Caroline's side. And he doesn't know what's going on with his uncle. He doesn't know that his uncle was actually inherently bad. So to him, he doesn't know who to trust. And he doesn't know who are the good guys right now, if there even are any. So it's completely understandable why he's been hesitant with Caroline. The issue was when he let her out and it was all like, yay, Tyler's helping Caroline. He's still on her side. However, then Jules held a gun up to Caroline and Tyler did nothing. And that's where the main issue is. And that was the main issue for Caroline as well. She mentioned it later on, that the fact that you just stood there and did nothing, didn't try and help her, that's not what a friend is. A friend should help. And I agree. He could have done more. I get there was a very stressful situation. He didn't really know anyone but Caroline that well. Like, these are all new werewolves. These are all new people. He doesn't really know Stefan and Damon. The only person he knows is Caroline, which makes it even worse because you would think that he would stick up for Caroline, but he didn't. And I don't know. It's very upsetting. But then obviously the witch came along and sorted it all. But then later on, the conversation at the door, you truly saw how hurt Caroline was. Because when she was talking to Stefan before, which I'll get to in a bit, she looked sad and upset, but she seemed fine. She didn't seem like she was breaking down or that she was angry. But the second that Tyler came to that door, you saw a shift in her face and she was just so hurt, and you could see the betrayal on her face, and it was so hard to see her like that. But she has every right to feel that way. He didn't do anything to help her. It's like, I can understand why Tyler did it. Doesn't make what he did to Caroline any better. Now, speaking of Stefan and Caroline, they had some of the most beautiful scenes near the end there. When Stefan went to the door and he was just talking to Caroline saying, "Are you okay?" There was a certain vibe to them, and I was literally talking about this the other episode. I get annoyed in the Vampire Diaries where there aren't any male-female relationships that don't form a relationship. And it pisses me off because I just want friendships. However, there is something between Stefan and Caroline. There is an energy. There is a vibe that I get from them. And I love it. But then also, I love Stefan with Elena. So I'm not going to be like pressed if they never go down that route. But we have Damon on the side who is still in love with Elena. So there is a potential pairing between those two. You can tell there is an energy between Damon and Elena. Like, let's be real. No one's sitting here thinking that it's one-sided. And the fact that I'm getting this from Stefan and Caroline, potentially in the future, we could have a Stefan and Caroline, Elena and Damon moment. But it's still very early days. We don't know what's going on. I would still be happy if Stefan and Elena ended up together. It would be, I don't know if disappointing is the right word. The idea that the couple that we had in season 1, beginning season 1, episode 1, would be endgame. I don't like it. I don't like stories like that. I like to see people develop and change as people and find other people that they grow to love over time rather than just the person that they found right at the beginning. So that's where I'm at, because also, like I've been saying, I'm okay with Tyler and Caroline getting together. I don't know if they will now, but I appreciate them. But I've always wanted what is best for Caroline, and you can't deny how good of a guy Stefan is. You can't deny that. So the idea of Stefan being with Caroline, I'm 100% on board with that. But we'll see. I'm really enjoying their friendship right now. It is beautiful, because then obviously later on, Stefan was still worried about Caroline even after he'd gone home. So he went and asked Elena for a favor, and her and Bonnie turned up and they had a lovely little interaction where they were saying they were going to stay over. And you could just see how happy Stefan wants to see Caroline happy, because Caroline is always trying her hardest to remain strong and to tell herself that she is a better person than she was before, that she is stronger, she is able to handle these things. And while I agree she's stronger, like I've been saying, a form of strength is emotional strength. Knowing that you can be forthcoming with your feelings and talk to people about it without letting it overwhelm you is such an important thing in life. And her understanding that is hopefully going to be so beneficial to her and really help her grow as a person and not be so hard on herself. Because we've all seen how hard on herself Caroline is, because she does do things that are wrong. She does do things that are a bit out there, but she is a good person. She's a lovely person, and I love her, and loads of other people love her in the show. So I can appreciate that Stefan did that for her. I really do. Now, we didn't get a lot of Bonnie this episode, but what we did get was her interaction with the other witch, and at the end I just talked about. Now, the interaction with the other witch, it is nice to find out from him that Elijah does keep to his deal, because I was thinking that he would. You think someone of that many years, someone who is that old, you would think that they would keep to their word, because if you've lived that long, you understand the power of trust. You understand the power of people knowing that they can trust you with things. So I would be shocked if after all this time, he was just someone who compelled people, killed people, did whatever he wanted. It would just be weird with someone of that age. However, in regards to the deal, I did not realize that it was full protection. I did not realize that it was your friends will not get hurt by anything. I thought it was just in relation to Klaus and the curse being broken. So it's nice to know that they have this like fully trained witch bodyguard around them, because Bonnie is powerful. We've seen Bonnie's raw power, and I wouldn't be surprised if she becomes one of the best witches in the show in the future, but she's still new to the craft. She doesn't understand how to use it properly. Like, for instance, you saw the device that Emily made. It emitted that sound that incapacitated all vampires and werewolves. However, when this guy came in, he did a kind of spell that only affected werewolves and the vampires were left untouched. So you can kind of get a sense from that that was an advanced piece of magic, or perhaps a less advanced piece of magic and more so an advanced form of control, because he was able to pick who was affected. And I think it's going to be very beneficial to the group to have this guardian around them. Now, obviously, speaking of Bonnie, we had a bit of Bonnie and Jeremy interaction this episode. It's nice to see them not fully step away from each other, because I do really like them together. I do love the vibe that I get from them. I didn't think I would, honestly, because you got Elena's little brother and you got Elena's best friend. It seems icky, but the more that I see them interact with each other, the more on board I am. Now, obviously, John was back this episode. I was not happy with it because I fucking hate that man. There's just something about his vibe. I see him and I get angry after everything he's done. And I think the main thing that sticks with me is Anna. Honestly, just seeing him just stand over her and stab her in the heart. Like, fuck you, John. And he's done so many other things as well. When Catherine, like, stabbed him, I was so happy because I was like, he's gonna die. And then the fucker lived and now he's back. So I'm hoping by the end of this story arc, John is dead, which I know is a very gruesome thing to say, but I've had enough. Now, back to Caroline. What she went through in that torture chamber, that is going to haunt her. And I think that is going to make her stronger, but not stronger in that she's found this strength herself. Stronger in that she's unfortunately going to be seeing things as bigger threats now. She's going to see a werewolf coming at her and not be as nonchalant as she was and trying to be a good person and just being like, no, I'm just going to get in my car and like leave this because I'm not talking to this woman. She won't do that anymore. She'll be a lot more prone to violence. And while that does make me upset, it's understandable. It's a survival instinct. So I hope this doesn't really fuck up her relationship with the outside world. I hope this doesn't really change her opinion of werewolves as a whole, because obviously Tyler, they have a potential to be good friends again. They do. I don't think Tyler going back to the werewolves was a good idea, but you can't blame him. He's lost his best friend that knew about him, and now all that he's left with is Jules and the other guy. So I don't blame him for going back to them, but I'm not happy about it. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a shit situation, isn't it? Hopefully next episode, Tyler can see the light and realize who the real enemies are. Now, in regards to the werewolves, Damon and Stefan killed a lot of them. I saw at least, 3 people die? Maybe more. And I just find it so funny. The whole basis of this was him trying to get back at the guys for killing Mason. But then you doing that just resulted in more people dying, you fucking idiot. So people like that who just have revenge on their mind and take all intelligence out are just so annoying because it doesn't make sense. You're like, mate, it's not a full moon. You're not fully there. You may have Vervain, you may have wooden weapons, but doesn't mean you're going to win. Like, these two are 140 years old, 160 years old, however long it is. They are not going to go down easy. So it boggles my mind when people are this stupid. Now, moving on, we did have the scene with John and Elena in the kitchen near the end, which I appreciated how on board John was with saying that Elena's mother was her mother, because you would think with the way that he's been acting that he would be saying that he is her father and Catherine is her mother, because that's the thing that he always fucking says. So to know that he has said this to her, that I understand that your mother and father were your mother and father, I think that Elena does appreciate that, even if she doesn't trust him, even if she doesn't fully understand his game plan and probably will never trust him. She at least has the knowledge that she is right in the feelings that she has. Those are not her parents. They may have been instrumental in bringing her into the world, but they are not her parents. They did not raise her. They did not look after her. Her parents did. And I love that that was emphasized. Now, the last 2 scenes we had, the first one was Damon with the news reporter woman, where he's still going through this crisis. He's still going through this problem of he doesn't know who he is, what to do with his life, where he's going. Is he a monster? But then his love for Elena is making him feel like he should be a good person, but then that's not who he is. And I agree with what she was saying. Love changes people. The experience of life changes you. You aren't the same person that you are day one. You change over time. And for Damon to sit there and say that this is who he is, I disagree. I think he's fallen into the trap of his nature, fallen into the basic instincts of a vampire and said that that is what he is, when that is not what he is. He may have those feelings, he may have those urges to kill people, but that's not who he is. That's just one single part of him. Everything on top is who he is. And I think it's going to be a long journey for him to be able to figure that out. And I don't know if he'll be able to get there without Elena. I don't know if he'll be able to get to that point without being with Elena, but she is with Stefan and she is happy right now. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I hope that he can work through it alone. It's going to be long and hard. And then finally, we had the scene between John and Catherine, where it seems as though John is helping Catherine get out, which isn't so surprising because Isabel and Catherine were working together and John has come on Isabel's behalf. So it's not like shocking, but why? Why are you helping Catherine? What can Catherine do to help the situation? I really don't understand. And how the hell are they going to get out of a compel of an original? How are they going to be able to get Catherine out of that tomb? There's just so many unanswered questions. But yes, speaking of questions, I believe that covers everything. So on to question time. Right, first up, do you like Damon and Stefan rescuing Caroline? I loved it, because when you look back at the beginning and when Caroline first turned and all that, they weren't exactly, well, Damon wasn't exactly happy about the situation, and he had mistreated Caroline so much in the past that it was so hard to see them potentially become friends or at least colleagues in this whole scheme. So to see him go out of his way to actually go and rescue Caroline was so heartwarming, and it really does show a growth in character again. Even though he's going through the struggles, you cannot deny how much he has grown as a person, especially when you consider how long he's been alive. To have it happen in this short amount of time is amazing. And then obviously I've made my feelings about Stefan and Caroline clear, so I don't think I need to say more. I love them together. I love the vibe that they have together, and we'll see where they go in the future. Right, next up, what do you think of Elena's ways of convincing Damon to be a better man? Do you find it manipulative? Oh, I forgot about that scene, to be honest, but how did I forget? Because wow, Damon's self-awareness of what Elena is doing to him is amazing, because a lot of people don't realize, and a lot of people allow themselves to be, it's either that they don't realize or they subconsciously realize, but they're still getting what they want at the end of the day, so they just go along with it. And I don't know if that's what's happening with Damon. I don't think it is. I think that Damon genuinely does want to be a good person in part of his mind, but the other part is the nature part, the vampire part that is at battle. And I think that Elena's really bringing that other side to the forefront, whereas I think that they both are always been there. I think that Damon has always had this good person underneath the vampire nature, because when we saw him in the past, he didn't exactly seem like a bad person. He didn't actually seem like a murderer in the human world. He was struggling with his relationship with his dad, but he was still young. And I think that that part has still always been there. It's just been buried by the vampire side. It's only Elena's influence that has brought it out. Now, do I think it's manipulative? Yes, because if you look at the facts, she is manipulating him. She is changing his way of thinking. She is making him do things that he otherwise wouldn't. But it's for the right reasons. So I don't know whether you can say that it is manipulative in the social terms that we know manipulative as you getting your own way. Because while Elena is getting her own way, it's for Damon's own good. It's for Damon to be a better person. So it's a tricky one. It really is. And finally, thoughts on Tyler this episode. He's very conflicted between following his new werewolf instincts and believing in his friends. This is the thing. When lies and truth bearers come at odds and you are faced with two sides, it's very hard to know who to trust, because you've got these people that you did trust, but they lied to you. And now you've got these new people coming in with new information. However, they don't seem like the best people, like they've abducted your friend and are torturing her. Like Tyler knew what they did. Tyler could see the blood, the marks all on Caroline's body. They fucking destroyed her psyche. And that is just so unforgivable. But I understand his conflict. I understand why he is at odds, because they killed his uncle, and his uncle was a werewolf and obviously knew these people. So there's that element of, should I trust these people because he did? But then they didn't know about his plan. Tyler's now found out that they didn't know why he even stuck around. So you've got that added idea of maybe Tyler can sense that his uncle was actually in the wrong, but you never know. We're just gonna have to see. It was a lot of information for Tyler to process so quickly, and there was a lot of mistrust going around that I don't know necessarily that I can blame him for any of it, but at the end of the day, he still made the decisions he did, and he still didn't help Caroline when she needed it. And that is going to take a lot of time to get that trust back if they want it. But yes, with that said, another fantastic episode. I loved that it was very Caroline-centric, because I love Caroline. As I've made clear, she's my favorite character. And also, while it was hard to see her in pain, it was nice to see the actress be able to stretch her acting legs and to be able to convey this emotion to us, because we don't get it a lot from Caroline. So I really did appreciate that. But yes, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon. We're able to find the early and uncut reactions to the Vampire Diaries and all the other shows that I do. Now, if you would like to join my Twitch and Discord, the links for them are in the description as well. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.